Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, the high performance mentor, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show raises the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts. Holding it wide open is just what we do. Being a great person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. Yo, my brother, your gut knows. Yo, your intuition, your gut, that feeling that you get before you make a decision or before you make any move, like your gut, the intuition, that shit right there is the truth. You see, before the overthinking happens, before the doubts creep in, before your brain spills out 1,000 excuses of why that is not the right move, your gut has already fired off the answer to you. Your gut always knows the answer. Our intuition, it always gives us signs. The question is, do you have the balls to follow it? Right? And what I mean by that is that do you have the balls to fucking follow through with what the intuition is telling you, with what your gut is telling you? Because most of the time, it's telling us things that we don't agree with. They're like, and then we don't end up doing it. We don't follow through with it. You see, there's been many times in my life, man, where my gut has screamed the truth to me. Literally, telling me, and you feel it. You're like, oh, this just doesn't feel right. Oh, this is like your gut is telling you, your intuition is telling you, your primal instincts are kicking in, and your mind is just proving it wrong, and you ignore it. Why? Because the brain wants logic. Why? Because the brain, it wants proof. The brain wants certainty. And every damn time that I've ignored my fucking gut, I've paid the fucking price. Every single time, man. Whether it wasn't a business deal, whether it wasn't a relationship call, whether it was like with some training, or whether it was something at work, or where's even a line or a move that I should have made with my motorcycle, or a part or something racing. Like every time that my gut has telling me, and it's literally telling me the answer, and I've taken the different path from what my gut was telling me, I was wrong. And so now what I try to do, and I'm not perfect, I'm still learning, we're still evolving, and we're still getting better every day. I've learned, and I've tried to put this into practice, to listen to my gut, to listen to my intuition. You see, the brain will always catch up, but the gut always knows. Like your primal instincts will know, right? But the brain will always catch up. The gut never lies. The true thing is the gut never lies. We always know. We always have that feeling. We always like your gut is like, it's like your first gear, man. Like the intuition that we get, right? That gut feeling, that feeling that you get when you need to make a decision, or when something doesn't feel right, or when that feels right. Like if you follow that shit, the intuition fires faster than our thoughts. The reason why it does that is because it's our primal way, and we're literally built for survival. Like before everything was going on, before you could go out and you had a house and you had all this stuff, like we were primal beings, right? And so you needed to rely on your instincts, on your primal instincts, on your gut. And so we were wired that way, right? And so the problem is that we became so much of society, and we became so much of just the regular human being working and living, and that we stopped ignoring our gut, because we start trying quotations to put some little common sense to it. But the problem is that our gut knows. It's like when you're on a bike, right? Like, and maybe for you, you don't ride, but let's say you're on a bike, right? You always lean before you think. Like I know when I'm riding my motorcycle, like I need to execute my tricks without thinking. And to people, they're like, yo, what the fuck you mean without thinking? I was like, yes, you cannot think, because if you think and you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna do this wheelie, or okay, I gotta pop the clutch, or I gotta hit the brake, or you're literally thinking yourself into paralysis, or you're gonna fuck up because you're trying to think too much and you're not letting your body take over. You see, your body knows before the brain processes it. Like your gut, your intuition, let your body tell you and follow through with what it's telling you. Trust your gut. This is the same thing works with your life decisions. We've all gone through it, and I'm sure you have. Like you have to make a big decision, or you have to make a move, or you have to do something at work, or even you have to take a new route, or you have to, when there's traffic, or you're trying to get a different lane, and you're like, your gut is telling you, but we don't listen to it. We don't follow it. Why? Because you want to put some truth to it. You want to put some evidence to it. You want to no, I know better. But our gut, our intuition knows better. Ignoring our intuition, ignoring our gut, it's like stalling out with the clutch, right? When you stall out because you didn't pull in the clutch, right? When you came to a stop, you lose your momentum, right? And so ignoring the gut, ignoring our intuition, ignoring those signs that we get when we need to make decisions, is the worst thing you can do. I can't tell you how many times I regretted not following through with my intuition, even though I knew in the moment, I'm like, oh, bro, man, this just feels like it. And because I was so stubborn, I didn't follow my gut because I thought I knew better. And I've always regretted it. And so now what I do is what I'm putting into practice, and what has worked is that I'm literally starting small to build the muscle, because this shit is a muscle. Like your gut, your intuition, all this stuff, putting it into practice, it's like working out a muscle. Like you don't wait to have that $1 million decision to be able to put into practice your intuition. That's actually the worst time to fucking put it into play, right? Like you need to start small. Like think about it, like it's like choosing a new route home, or like deciding who to text back after a whole mess of text messages. I don't know about you, but sometimes I'm working and I put my phone on do not disturb and I go back to and I'm like, holy shit, I got all these text messages, or I got all these emails, and I'm like, yo, which one do I want? And so I go with my gut, right? I follow my intuition, or picking what right workout is going to be for today, right? If your muscles are feeling not too good and your gut is saying, oh, maybe today is not, follow your gut, follow your intuition, right? Test like your follow through with the small stuff first. This is how I've been able to put the big stuff into play, by learning to listen to my gut with the small stuff, right? It builds my confidence. It literally rewires my nervous system to trust myself under the bigger stakes. Like recently, and I guess not so recently, but like maybe 4, 5, 6 months ago, something like that, I had to make a really big decision that it was game changer. It was a big financial decision, big move career-wise, big decision that I needed to make, which all the evidence and everything that my mind was telling me was to go one route, but my gut, my intuition, my feeling, the thing that drives me was telling me to do completely the opposite. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like the evidence, the facts, the numbers, everything was telling me go this right, this way. And yet my gut, my feelings, my intuition, every time I'd pray, when I'd ask for a response, when I'd ask for, give me a sign, everything was telling me to go the other way. But if I wouldn't have been practicing listening to my gut, listening to my intuition, listening to myself, and clearing my mind to prepare myself for these answers, I would have never had the fucking balls to make the decision that I made. And now looking back, I'm like, yo, I fucking made the best decision. I can't believe I actually had the balls to follow through with this, because I would have been miserable had I gone the other way. Fucking miserable. I would have hated my life. But because I have learned to put this into play with the small decisions, I got to a moment where I needed to make a big decision, and I started just trusting myself. I started looking for the signs. I started looking for my intuition. I started like praying more. I started having more faith. I started relying on my gut and my feelings, on my nervous system, what it was telling me, so I can make these big decisions. And now I look back and I'm like, yo, I did the fucking best move I could have made. You see, those big decisions, they require you to have your gut plus your brain in alignment. And the reason why I say that is because if you don't have those two in alignment, then your brain is going to take over, right? But if you have, let's say maybe your gut, but you don't have your brain in alignment, they're not going to vibe. They're not going to jive. And typically your brain won't align with your gut. But if you listen and you put it into play and you practice it, you can get them into alignment. You see, your gut gives you the answer, but the brain, it starts providing for the strategies. It starts looking for the strategies. Like they're your gut and your brain, you would think that they're enemies, but they're not. Like they're teammates, right? And so many times, and I could think back in my life where I'm like, damn, what the fuck? They seem like they're enemies, because my gut is always telling me one thing and my brain is totally completely opposite. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? But now, like I'm trying to put them as teammates, right? Like, big example, right? Like your gut's gonna tell you, yeah, for sure, take that new job. Or your gut's gonna tell, yeah, for sure, leave that toxic environment. Or your gut's gonna tell, yeah, it's time to make the next big move. Or your gut's gonna tell you, yes, make that decision or go that route, like, right? But your brain, what happens is as soon as those thoughts come into mind, then your brain starts trying to figure out the how. It starts saying, wait, but wait a second, wait, but what's gonna happen if we take this new job? What happens if this doesn't follow through? What happens if this toxic environment ends up being more toxic over there? You start overthinking the shit, and you start looking for the hows, and you start looking, oh my God, and then you start paralyzing yourself because they're not in alignment. Like, your brain will look for the budgets, your brain will look for the logistics, your brain will look for the timing, but your gut will look for the opportunities and will look what feels right. You see, a warrior, a true wide open warrior, dog, he doesn't ignore one or the other. A true wide open warrior, he listens to both, but in the right order. You see, we listen to our gut, we listen to our intuition, we pray, we listen to what God is telling us, we listen to the signs that are being put in front of us. And then we use our minds to back that up and lean further into it. Bro, I can't tell you that I being 100% transparent, if I wouldn't have been where I'm at in that moment, in a couple months, several months ago, when that I had to make that big fucking move, that big decision, and it was like, man, I just started like if I wasn't spiritually connected where I was, if I wasn't believing in myself, if I wasn't being in alignment with myself, so if I wasn't practicing trusting my intuition and my gut in the small moments, then I wouldn't have had the fucking balls to make that decision. I would be miserable right now. I would be somewhere where I would hate fucking life. And because I was in tune with myself, because I listen, because I've been practicing being present, because I've been meditating for fucking years, because now I'm spiritually connected, because now I'm following through with actually writing my thoughts, because I'm not mindlessly scrolling all the time, because I'm actually connecting with myself, with my higher power, with my being. I'm in tune with my gut, with my intuition. I'm in tune with myself. I'm in tune with my operating system. I get to make decisions that fall in line with where I want to go. Instead of before, I would make decisions based out of fear. Oh, because my mind is trying to convince me not to go. And now I'm like, no. Make them out of power. And you operate completely different when you make decisions out of power instead of fear. So my question for you, my brother, is when was the last time that your gut told you the answer, but you ignored it, bro? You know it. We all know when our gut is trying to tell us a sign, when our intuition is trying to speak up, when you know it. When was the last time that your gut was trying to tell you and shake you, yo, but you fucking ignored it? And how did that shit play out for you, bro? And my challenge for you this week is I want you to follow your gut with at least one small decision every day, though. Every single day. I want you to put this into practice every single day. I want you to follow your gut with one small decision, at least one, every single day. And I want you to write it down. I want you to track the results. And I want you to start building that trust with yourself so that you can gain the capacity to use this at a higher level when the stakes are higher, when the decisions mean a lot more, when it's it's gonna really impact your life, right? You see, your gut is your compass, bro. And your brain is the map. But without the compass, the map is useless. So trust your gut, brother. Trust your gut, because your gut is literally leading you wide open towards the man that you were meant to be. And it's up to you to become him. And he's giving you a sign. It's giving you a sign. It's giving you a warning. It's giving you that thing that you feel. And it's time to stop ignoring it. It's time to start living it. It's time to start fucking, even if you gotta let them hang, bro, let the balls hang and fucking make the decision. But follow through with it. Put it into play and watch how you start leveling up. Yo, I'm driving the checkered flag deep into the ground, and I'm calling every wide open warrior who refuses to accept nothing but the best in their life. It's time to break free from everything that's been holding you back and become the badass motherfucker that you were meant to be. This Live Wide Open movement is the mission that God has tasked me with. And helping you level up is exactly what I'm here to do, dog. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss another episode. And if today's message hit home, my brother, then it's time to do your part. It's time to contribute to the growth of this mission. Send this podcast episode to another brother. Send this podcast episode to another motorhead, to another gearhead, to another warrior, to another man who's on the same mission as we are, because a better life for our family is non-negotiable. You have people counting on you, dog. It's time to get to fucking work. Let's go!